loading up the hearse, throw it in reverse. I come from the church of the Marvel Universe. Bodies getting stuffed in the bags like...
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Cryptcast. I'm Mike.
And I'm Brian.
And we are coming to you from inside the Comic Crypt in Eatontown, New Jersey, with a book review. We are sad today.
So sad.
We're Blacksad. We're doing Blacksad.
A Silent Hell.
It is by Juan Diaz Canales and Juanjo Guarnido, originally published in 2012. And again, these are two, I believe, Spanish creators.
Yeah, because there's
doing
a
this for
translation credit.
Yeah, making this for a French comic market, just to keep that in mind. And is later translated into English, even though everything takes place in the United States.
Yeah, yeah. That was the same with the first graphic novel we read of Blacksad.
Same deal. This one opens with someone crushing strychnine tablets into powder and putting on a very dramatic outfit, as a set of red robes and a ram skull.
Ominous.
It looks great.
Yeah, fantastic. It's such a stunning first page.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's literally just hands with a spoon crushing the tablets in the powder, but it is beautiful.
But that last panel...
Yeah, that last panel with the eyeballs coming from behind the skull's mask.
Yeah, you just feel the swelling music, like behind, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
These books are so beautiful.
Yeah.
And speaking of beautiful, the next page...
Oh, it's a cheetah doing a striptease. A little burlesque for you.
Oh, I wrote Lovely Leopard.
I said cheetah, but yeah, sure. Same deal. Spots, whatever.
The artwork in these books gets me so much because I stop seeing animals and I just see people.
Yeah, because I think we had this question last time, or had the comment last time, that yes, they are people.
Yeah.
I will say, for me, so in the first book we read, it had 3 stories in it, and all the females basically were just like, oh, that's a lady with a nose or some ears.
Yeah.
I feel like he shifted a little bit, and the women are more animal-like. It coincides more with the male characters, because the male characters are just very much like, oh, you're that animal.
No, I've never had a furry tendency, but that's one hot leopard.
Yeah, she's very attractive. I'm just saying, like, her face is more animal than the female faces in the previous.
Yeah.
And the same thing with Hannah later. She's a dog, where you can she's a very pretty lady, but it's
she's
like
a pretty dog. Yeah,
but she looks more dog-like than the previous women in the other stories, I think.
Okay.
But yeah, so Blacksad and Weekly, if you don't remember, Weekly is a weasel who works for a newspaper.
Is he a photographer?
I think he's a reporter.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he's kind of like Blacksad's sidekick. And if you don't remember, Blacksad is a black cat.
And Weasel is Weekly. Weekly is excited to be watching the burlesque.
Yeah.
And Blacksad, as usual, is just a disinterested, pouty guy who wants to do the job.
Well, they were waiting to meet someone there, and the guy never showed up.
Sure, but he's not even enjoying the burlesque. Like in the panel where you get her from the back and they're on either side, Weekly's eyes are bulging out of his skull with an ear-to-ear smile.
Well,
and Blacksad's not even looking.
He's like, clip, yay!
Yeah. Blacksad's looking at the door, this guy hasn't shown up yet.
He's there on business.
Bro. You watching a lovely leopard lady take her clothes off?
Oh, I need that.
While you're waiting?
I'm happy to do that.
Watch the show, right? I don't care if my guy shows up or not. He'll know where to find me.
But Blacksad calls it short. He says he's going to go check some stuff out.
Got another place, right?
Yeah.
The Ebony Lounge she's heading to.
Yeah, and he asks Weekly to go check something else out, too.
And, of course, Weekly's face falls off.
Yeah, he's like, Murr. I do want to mention, the book starts, and they're in this bar watching this show, right? This is the start. The entire story takes place in one night.
Yes.
Anytime that you see a nighttime scene that is happening chronologically, anytime that we have daytime, it is a flashback to earlier.
Right.
And it is an interesting way to tell. I didn't realize that was happening until like the second or third flashback. It took me a second to realize, because I was like, why is this so out of sync?
Once you comprehend that, you get how hellacious the night was.
It was a rough one.
Right? Yeah.
It's really rough. Really, really rough. Yeah, so they go their separate ways because they're looking for somebody. Then we hit our first flashback, and we are at the state penitentiary. By the way, we're in New Orleans. And we know that,
and the bustle of the French Quarter.
Yes. We know that from a neon sign, New Orleans Jazz and Fun. But Weekly is at the state penitentiary walking with an old white goat whose name is Faust. Where is it? La Chapelle. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, Faust La Chapelle.
Mm-hmm. So Weekly is there doing a story on New Orleans and its blues scene, and La Chapelle owns a record label that specializes in what he says is quote-unquote race music.
Well, I mean, as we know from the first Blacksad graphic novel, we don't shy away from the issues of racism and...
Well, this is taking place in the 50s also.
Yeah.
But they're walking through the yard of the state penitentiary, and all the animals are brown and black. There's no, like, specific species of animal. It is just they are all animals that are brown and black. Which is, like, I wonder, like the limits of that are, because we know Blacksad is either black or mixed race, right? Because he's got a white muzzle.
I would say he's black, because he only has a white muzzle.
I know, just trying to...
A little white soul patch.
Sure, just talking about, like, the rules of the universe. But, like, Weekly is brown-haired, right? He's, like, brown, red hair, so, like, is he white? Is he Latino? Like, what's the...
I don't know. He reminds me of, like, a little white newsy boy.
100%.
You know, like,
I was just trying to...
He's like a Jimmy Olsen.
Very much is like a Jimmy Olsen.
Like a pervy Jimmy
like
Olsen.
A horny Jimmy Olsen. So, Faust is explaining stuff. The prisoners are not happy that they're there.
Faust is an old white goat.
Yeah, we said.
Okay.
Faust La Chapelle. They talk to an old rooster named Junior Harper, and he ends up vaguely kind of threatening him. And we see that Junior only has 3 fingers on his left hand and 2 on his right, and he's been picking a banjo. They end up leaving, and then we see that Faust is sick.
Yeah, he has a cough.
Yeah, bad cough.
Yeah.
Then we hop over to his office, and he tells Blacksad and Weekly that he has cancer, and he sees this monkey voodoo lady, Madame Gibraltar, for treatment.
And they say that it's rumored that Madame Gibraltar is was it possessed by the spirit of Marie Laveau?
And she's a reincarnation.
Of Marie Laveau.
Of
Marie Laveau.
Mm-hmm.
Was the very famous house of voodoo in New Orleans.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, so he's dying, and before he dies, he wants Blacksad to find Sebastian Little Hand Fletcher, a piano player on his label. He's a heroin addict who's been missing for months. He says he's like a son to him.
You know, they won't let you take pictures in there.
And where?
Marie Laveau's House of Voodoo.
Why?
Because the items that they sell are blessed or enchanted or whatever.
Yeah.
And that if you like take pictures of it, it'll steal like the blessing or something.
Okay, how does that work?
I have no idea.
Okay. Saying that doesn't make any sense, but fine.
I have a dry piece of leather that was wrapped around a monkey skull.
Okay.
So it has the impression of the monkey skull in the leather, and it's from a tribe in Brazil. It's supposed to be like a house protection amulet.
Have you taken a picture of it?
No.
Oh, good. This sounds magic.
It still works.
Good.
Yeah. But it's from a tribe in Brazil that you can't pronounce the name. It's in clicks.
That sounds like some bullshit they made up just to sell it.
I can't say the name. It's spelled out, but they say that, like, you know, when I asked, I was like, how do you say that? They're like, they don't. Like, it's in clicks, you don't.
Okay.
You know how tribes talk in clicks, right? That's a thing.
It happens, sure.
Yeah.
That's fine. But not only clicks.
They had a grotto, like, you know, like the Grotto Marys. Mm-hmm. They had a Grotto Grim Reaper. I wanted it so bad. Mm-hmm. Oh, but it would have got stolen in Keensburg. That, and it was big. I couldn't carry it on a plane.
Put it in the backyard. Anyway, so they take this case, and on their way out, you get this great shot of the city. So good.
You ever been to New Orleans?
Nope.
It doesn't look that clean.
Well, I'm sure it doesn't. This is 1950s.
I know.
So Blacksad and Weekly are walking, talking, and they are almost run over by a car.
Almost run over or almost murdered. They look like they were like that was like an intentional kill.
100% yes. Yeah, come on. This dude's terrible. So the guy driving the car is a private investigator named Ted Lehman, with a name like Ted Lehman. Come on, murderer. Yeah. He's a cigar-smoking hippo. He warns that LaChapelle is a swindler. He fired him for no reason. He was also hired to find Little Hand. And then Weekly says he was told that Lehman asked for more and more money and then threatened to blackmail him. Also, he's a drunk. And then he gets real mad and indignant.
The one thing I will say for murder mystery noir books, these characters are telegraphed. Because you know this guy's a piece of shit.
Yeah, he's a scumbag. In the worst way.
In the worst way. Mm-hmm. Like, just the way that he's just, like, sweating in every page. He's this big, fat hippo sweating. He's, like, after he tries to run you down, he's trying to shake your hand and help you up and brush you off. Mm-hmm. Like, they telegraph the characters that just suck.
Yeah, but it's they also do a very good job of just kind of, like, introducing these moving parts where, like, we see Lehman 2 more times after this?
Yeah. It's a straightforward story. Mm-hmm. They don't really They don't try, but I'm just saying, they don't try to mask anything. Mm-hmm. You know who the bad guys are. You know.
You had said that you had figured out who the guy in the mask was pretty quickly. I didn't. Mm-hmm. I did not catch on to that. It was a reveal at the end for me, like, oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, I didn't pick up on it. Back to the night. Blacksad ends up in a dive bar where he goes to question a camel that's a heroin dealer. The bartender pulls a bat as he's talking to the camel and tries to take a swing at him. Blacksad ducks. The camel gets cracked in the mouth, loses some teeth. Blacksad jumps... I love the action scenes in this book.
Yeah.
They're so good. Blacksad jumps over the bar and starts strangling the horse with the bat.
So, do you think he's a horse or do you think he's a donkey or a jackass? Because, like...
He's got the big goofy face. Let's say he's a... Horse is a little more regal looking. Let's say he's a donkey.
I'm just saying metaphor because he's a jackass for taking a swing at him and missing and hitting his friend, you know? And it's like, it's apropos.
So, he's choking out the bartender to find out...
where Sebastian is.
Right, so they're looking for Sebastian, and he knows that he sold them bad dope.
Even when he's choking him out, it's He's definitely a donkey.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, sure. I'm sorry. He finds out that they sold Sebastian bad dope. He said it was straight rat poison. Blacksad wants to know who the man in the mask is. The donkey says, they don't know, he just pays really well. Which is like, come on. You're gonna just give poison to a dude? I guess you're a heroin dealer, you're probably not.
Yeah, you're high on them scruples.
Yeah. All right. On his way out, the camel's trying to go for a gun. Blacksad picks it up, pockets it, and leaves the bar.
And thank God he does.
Mm-hmm. Then we see...
a flashback.
No, this is happening tonight.
Oh, this is still tonight?
Nighttime.
Oh, yeah, nighttime.
Mm-hmm.
The colors are a little brighter. I thought it was daytime.
She's by those streetlights.
Yeah.
So, a very pregnant woman catches a streetcar. She's a dog, maybe some kind of like terrier. And again, attractive dog lady. But more dog-like. Then we see Sebastian skulk out of the shadows behind her. And at first you're like, who the fuck is this creep? We find out it's Little Hand. Their husband and wife.
Donald Trump?
He has a little Donald Trump hand.
He does. Tiny hands.
They are husband and wife. Her name is Hannah. We find out that he's been gone for weeks, and she thought that he might have been dead. And Sebastian is like a pug or some kind of like short-faced hound.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. This page is so charming. She's so in love with him, and she's so cute. And
this panel in particular.
Yes.
When he's looking at her and she's
holding
got the tear,
her cheek and
he's got his little tiny hand on her cheek.
Yeah, man. I'm like,
he has a little like tiny arm. Yeah.
I am rooting hardcore for these two. At this point,
gets shattered almost immediately.
Oh yeah, just such. So stupid of optimism of me.
Because she was so worried. She had mentioned she was looking for him, but she mentions that Faust came by, and he wants Sebastian to record another album, and this sets him off. Like he flies into it, he's got like attack dog face on.
Yeah.
And he's yelling at her on the streetcar, and he ends up jumping off, leaving his pregnant wife lying on the ground after she just fell. I don't have any hope for them.
I want him to clean himself up.
Very, very sweet, and then it gets very, very not cool very quickly.
And there's a pregnant woman on the floor of this trolley, and these other people are just looking at her, and I'm just like, why is no one helping this woman up? What the fuck?
This lady's real mad about it.
Yeah, she's real grumpy. But she's also white, isn't she?
She is white, yes.
There's a lot of white furry people on this trolley that are not helping this woman up, and I don't even think I really caught that until now.
Yeah, yeah, you're right. Yes, because she had to go to the back. Yeah, there's 3 people sitting up front, and I guess they're white.
Oh, son of a bitch! The more you
she had to
analyze this book, the less good it feels.
Yeah, I didn't put it together either. And she has to go to the back of the streetcar. Yeah, that's fucked up. So he storms off, and as he's walking away, he says he's not coming home if she's dealing with Faust. Like, he's out. If Faust is in the picture, he's not. He'd rather hit up 1,000,000 times than work with that monster. She gets home. Her water breaks in the door. She goes into labor, and a white ram finds her. Like, he walks in the doorway, he goes, Hannah! And he's like a big muscular ram. And then it hard jumps from him finding her pregnant to him standing in a record store with Blacksad behind him talking to the, I guess a fennec fox? That's what I thought he was.
Raccoon.
No way. Ears too big. It doesn't have the thing. That's a fennec fox.
Sure.
I'm going to go with
that. In the
first
first panel, it looks like he has a black mask. But
that's like a shadow.
Yeah, it's a shadow.
Yeah.
It's not in the second panel.
So this white ram is in the record shop. Blacksad's asking about Sebastian to the shop owner, and he says he doesn't come by very much anymore.
And Sebastian must be damn good, because he's like, no, I'm not looking for records by Sebastian Fletcher. I've got them all. It's Sebastian himself I want.
Right. Also, like, yes, Blacksad's a big fan.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is, I think, just cool to kind of add that little level of, he's got a connection to fucking everything he does.
Well, you would think. Yeah. That, like, he's a blues guy, right?
So the fox at the counter says he should be looking for Big Bill Lenoir, right? Lenoir. Fucking French names. Who just happens to be outside. And he's singing and playing a washtub bass, which I like this guy.
Yeah.
He's tragic, but I like him.
He's a fun character.
Yeah. Even though he's just like he's a drunk junk peddler.
But he's a jovial drunk peddler.
Yeah. He's a one-legged donkey.
And
he's definitely a donkey.
And fuck these little kids.
Yeah, they're fucked up. And he has a junk cart. So he's got one leg, a crutch, a junk cart, and a little junk stand-up bass.
And there's got to be like a dozen children of various like animal species all around his cart trying to steal shit from him.
Yes. So in my notes, this is the first time I said, what's up with all these blues guys having limb issues? Because this is the third one we see, right? We saw Junior Harper with the messed up hands. Mm-hmm. We saw Sebastian with the little arm. And now Big Bill is missing a leg. That's the first time I was like, hey, this is a theme.
Well, all blues musicians have to make deals with the devils, right? So they lose
That's
a limb.
right.
You cut a leg off,
That's
cut your fingers off.
You give the devil a piece.
Yeah.
But
you
Big
go
Bill,
to the crossroads, summon them.
Big Bill has no idea where Sebastian is. And then the neighborhood kids steal his cart. And he has to crutch after them, yelling in a weird language that I've never heard, and it was hard for me to read.
What do you mean? He's not. It's not a weird language. It's Teef Robin, Dirty Buzzards. It's Creole. It's Gambit talk. What do you mean?
Nah.
Yes. Teef. T''IEF. Yeah, Teef Robin. Come on.
I get.
This is how Gambit should be written.
I get it. This is difficult for me to read. Steda honorable wuck. Stupid wament worm, like stupid something worm.
Yeah.
And then the ram comes out, and he lets them know that it's called Gullah. Like, he's speaking Gullah. It's a southern dialect that they speak in Caledonia. It's like, thank God I didn't have to listen to a whole lot more of that.
I think it's fun.
I probably, like, hearing it, I probably would have been able to put together, but trying to read it, I was like, ah! Like, I froze up. I couldn't do it. So we find out that the white ram is Thomas, and he's Faust LaChapelle's son.
And not a fan.
Yeah, he does not like his dad. Thomas, for some reason, in my notes reading the book, I kept wanting to call this dude Samuel. I have no idea why.
I hate him.
Why?
Because I've bad vibed on him the whole book.
So, He definitely, before we go forward, he definitely throws up bad vibes, and you're like, oh, this is the dude, this is the dude, this is the dude. But it's not.
I know.
It's not, and he's a good person.
No, I don't think he's a good person either.
Why do you not think he's a good person?
Because
we'll get to it at the end.
We'll get to it.
I think he's a good person.
No, I don't know.
There's only 2 shitbags in this book.
I don't know.
Only 2, maybe 3. Junior Harper's not very good.
Shitbag laying in wait for fucking bad things to happen to other people so he could swoop in. Fucking scum.
Thomas invites Blacksad out for some Creole food. And outside of a couple other panels, I think this is like the most impressive job with the dappled lighting.
Oh, it's fucking for real, right? The shadow of the trees' leaves on them?
Yeah, they're sitting at a cafe under trees, and the next 2 pages are all sun-dappled light. It is
beautiful.
Wonderful looking. And infuriating to have to think that someone did this.
Yeah.
To get all the color right, oh, man.
It might be one of the most excellent things I have ever seen in a comic ever.
So Thomas ends up talking about how his father sucks, and how Sebastian and his father's relationship was going, and he asked Blacksad to drop the case for financial reasons. Anything you want to add to that? Because I know I summarized a whole lot. I didn't want to get too in depth into.
No, it's clearly Sad doesn't take to dropping the case lightly.
Blacksad was like, oh no. But you also get the sense that Thomas is not a big fan of his dad's. Mm-hmm. He's not a big fan of Sebastian, because they were like brothers-ish.
And doesn't appear to be a big fan of Sad either.
No. Then we cut and we see Sebastian in a club talking to an emperor penguin, who's the owner, which is a nice little musical reference, right? Mm-hmm. Penguins in suits, doing the dancey stuff. The penguin's name is Carl, and Sebastian's begging to let him perform. He's got a new song, it's gonna be great, everyone's gonna love it. And Carl's like, nah, man, last time you were here you did a set, you were so fucked up you couldn't actually do it. But Carl eventually kind of relents, and he says he can have a set tonight, but he better be off the stuff. You fuck around after, but do your set straight. And then we see that Hannah has had her baby right after,
yeah. Seb swears by his unborn child, which is now born.
Yeah, it's a boy. So Hannah has the baby. Blacksad walks in, he runs in. Thomas is there washing his hands, and Thomas tries to stop him from coming in, and we see some more. Thomas has some daddy issues thing going on here. So he tries to come in. Blacksad says congratulations. Thomas goes, she needs to rest Blacksad, and Blacksad tries to get back in here, and Blacksad goes, don't play Good Samaritan with me, Thomas. This kid's about to be left without a father, and you haven't lifted a finger to help him. And Thomas goes, one can live without a father. And Blacksad says, finally we see the real Thomas behind the mask, the jealous abandoned son.
Yeah, the one also scheming on another guy's chick.
Okay, he's there.
The other guy's
Seb's not.
The other guy's got to work some shit out, man.
I guess. He's got issues. But Hannah ends up...
Thomas doesn't have a job. What does he do with this whole issue? He's just hanging out, buying people food.
I don't know. Clearly he's well off. Because...
Yeah, daddy's money.
Sure.
Seb's out there working for a living, playing piano with his tiny hands.
He's working for a fix. Hannah ends up telling and showing Blacksad a song that she got from Sebastian. It's in Gullah, so they don't understand it. She said she showed it to Faust, and it upset him a lot. Which I don't know why Faust didn't just take it. You tell me Faust? I mean, he's a weak old man who's dying.
Yeah, we don't see that scene. Maybe she didn't let him take it,
Sure. Then we get a flashback to a nice little summer concert in the park. And Seb shows Hannah that song for the first time. And he said he wants to name the baby Joachim. Is that how you say that? How would you pronounce that? I have no idea how to pronounce it other than Joachim. Joachim. I'm sure I'm saying it completely wrong.
Joachim?
Maybe? Don't know.
Joachim, I think.
Mm-hmm. That's why I'm asking. I'm not confident in my pronunciation.
Joachim.
Yep.
Joachim?
But that was Seb's best friend. And he ended up dying from tuberculosis a few years earlier. And everyone's smoking. By the way. Guy dies from lung issues and everybody's smoking.
Come on. Back then it was cool.
It was medicine.
It's part of life.
Yeah. I like this scene here too. Weekly.
Yeah. Weekly is just a streak of joy in all the bad shit that goes on. And nothing good ever happens to him.
Nothing good ever happens to any of these people.
But I'm saying when good doesn't happen to him, it's usually not terribly tragic. It's usually pretty fun. Mm-hmm. You know, it's like, something bad did, something good didn't go his way.
He's a charming little guy.
Yeah, yeah.
I would want to be friends with Weekly. I don't think I would want to be friends with Blacksad.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. Blacksad seems like the friend that would get mad at you if you say something like inappropriate or distasteful. He just look at you and be like, you should be ashamed of yourself.
Yeah, he's just overly serious.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, look what he does for a living. I would be overly serious too, I guess.
Yeah, he's Batman. I'm gonna hang out with Batman.
Yeah. So Weekly is at a hotel, and he's being accosted by a couple of sex workers. It's a fox and a pig, and that pig's got some nipple slip in there.
Yeah. Not full on, just some areola, but still, it's enough,
Uh-huh. But he's trying to get through and they won't let him go, and they're like, he says, please ladies, let me go, I'm on duty, and then they think he's a cop and they start yelling at him. He gets upstairs away from the ladies yelling at him. He runs into a girl who I thought would play a part in this at some point, but she never does.
Nope.
But he
catches a boob to the face.
Yeah, he runs,
like literally runs into her.
He gets it's great because she's half naked.
Yeah.
Like she's shirtless, she's got underwear on, and she just walks by, and and
she doesn't break stride. She keeps going, and he was like,
I thought this was going to be something. I thought this was like a clue. Nope. He's got like a
hand on his heart, eye bulging, hat spun around, like he's been accosted. Like,
but he goes up to a room. He's looking for Junior, and he finds room is wrecked, doors the windows open, looks out the window, and Junior Harper is out in the alley dead, implying that he jumped or was thrown from the window.
Well, roosters can't fly, so
if they flap hard enough, they can get like a little extra jump.
Like, yeah,
he can't fly
a couple of feet.
Yeah. You ever seen a chicken?
Well, he was missing
pretty
fingers.
High.
He was missing feathers.
That's true.
Fingers,
yeah, good. Yeah. He had a flappy waddle too. Oh shit, where am I? Okay, so yeah, we have Weekly calls Blacksad, tells him what's up. Blacksad's going to talk to Faust. He tells Weekly to check all the clubs with live music to find Sebastian, which is like, it's New Orleans.
Every club has live
during Mardi Gras.
Yeah.
Every club.
Yeah.
Impossible. An impossible task, which is why it takes so long.
I didn't see any live bands when I was in New Orleans.
Okay.
Yeah, lots of bars.
Sure.
No live music.
Mm-hmm.
But this isn't the 50s.
Right. It just popped in my head. I went to Nashville, Tennessee, and everywhere had live music.
Well, it's Nashville. It has to.
Everywhere.
Yeah. I wouldn't do Nashville if it didn't.
Everything. It's just the first thing that popped in my head. So we flash back again. Thomas and his dad are talking on a ferry. Thomas is getting a divorce, and Faust mentions money and Seb's wife. Basically, hey, you need money? And throwing the fact that he's hanging around Hannah the way he is. Faust is not happy about that. And then we see that Blacksad has been eavesdropping the whole time, which is like, how long has he been working on this fucking case? Because he's like on top of everybody. He's very good at his job.
Yes.
Incredibly good. We're back at Madame Gibraltar's, and she's doing a fun dance over Faust's nearly dead body. Candles everywhere in this room. The lighting is very stark, like very yellow. So yeah, he's getting his treatment. Blacksad thinks he knows who's trying to poison Sebastian, and he asks about the song Hannah showed Faust. Madame Gibraltar brings in a couple of bourbons. Where is it? Oh, here we go.
Yeah, like these panels right here of Madame Gibraltar. So you know she's doing something.
Yeah, she's suspicious as shit. Yeah, she's from the first go of it.
The way her shady eyes are looking at everyone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she just has a bad vibe about her.
Mm-hmm.
But when they're talking about the song, which is
Pizen Blues. Right? Pizen Blues?
Pizen Blues, yeah. And Pizen is poison in Gullah.
Yeah. Pizen.
Faust says, in my opinion, it's a reference to heroin. The rest of the song is a farewell note from a drug addict at death's door. Blacksad lets Faust know that Jinger's dead. And then, here we go. Faust goes, as for Thomas, what I do with my money is not up to him. Blacksad goes, in any case, I agree that you shouldn't squander it on this witch doctor. Thanks for the bourbon.
You shouldn't spend money on her, as she hands him a bourbon. Thank you, miss. That I believe you're a complete host.
Well, and then this last panel where they're looking at each other, angry, conspiratorially, the Madame Gibraltar and Faust are just like,
Yep.
Then we flash back again.
And this was another one of those things. Him being on the last panel of the last page, and then the first panel of this page, where it was just like,
I still didn't make the connection because there's so much jumping around in this book. You know, because it's during the day, it's a flashback, it's at night. Like there's so much going on. So we see the guy from the beginning in the skull mask and the red cape, and the red suit is less impressive here. For me, I wish the cloak...
Yeah, it's more full body.
Yeah.
It's not nighttime.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
I just say, like, it takes some of the pizzazz out of it.
It
still looks cool.
It's still very grandiose and regal. Like, it's very Mardi Gras.
The guy in the skull and the red cape goes to see the horse that we saw in the bar, but this is happening before that.
Right.
So you got to get your time straight. So he hands the horse the poison, and then Blacksad ends up chasing him, but he disappears in the Mardi Gras parade.
It's funny too because like the chase, they lay this out nicely where he chases him down the alley, and the last panel are Sad's eyes open real wide, like he doesn't know what the fuck he's looking at.
Yep, you
like
see a little bit of confetti go by his face.
Yeah, and then the next full page is just a chaotic Mardi Gras, and it's like in every scene you've seen a Mardi Gras scene in a movie. Somebody turns a corner and it's just chaos.
Yes. Imagine having to draw and paint these 2 pages.
Oh, this is like drawing a Where's Waldo page. Just stab yourself in the eye when you're done.
It's right there.
You see him?
Yeah.
You see him?
Yeah. Blacksad right there.
Oh, you see Blacksad?
Yeah, he's there. Yeah. He's on the outside. He's on the lamp pole.
I honestly did not even bother looking for him.
He caught my eye because he's so big compared to the people around him.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's there 100%.
But it's a big splash page. It's beautiful.
Oh, and the skull guy's there.
Yep. Blacksad pushes his way through the crowd. People are celebrating, having a good time. He finds someone in the red cape. He grabs their arm, turns them around, and it's a beautiful lady in a red cape who just plants a kiss right on his face. And he looks like he's like, huh?
Yeah, just a little
He's
dumbfounded.
Shocked. Yeah.
You know, and the scene to follow. Is it the scene to follow? Yes, it is. The scene to follow. Stupid me for a hot second thought it was the kiss from the stranger on the street.
Yeah?
Yeah. Thought it was some Poison Ivy action. And then I went, no, dummy.
It was...
You knew.
Yeah.
You knew from the devious look they were giving each other. It was the bourbon.
I think the same thing crossed my mind, and I also was like, well, you go through what it could be, right? And then you just eliminate. So
I had made my mind on that page. I'm like, they did something to his drink. That's why they looked at each other like that.
Sure.
And then this random stranger kissing him, I was like, oh shit, did she just poison him?
Random though, it's so random.
Right.
It's just a weird scene. I think it's just a good closer.
Yeah, I was just looking for, I'm like, oh, and she's in red. I'm like, is there some other connection? No, there's no other connection. You know? And then, you know, the scene to follow, I had to re-cement my original thought. Sure. It was like, no, it was the fucking bourbon, dummy. Like this.
But Blacksad is off the street. He's walking by the docks. Well, also, this is happening earlier in the day.
Right.
And this is back at night. So this is directly after he has the bourbon.
Yes.
This was before he has the bourbon.
Yeah, the jumps also. Yeah, it's you have to pay attention.
Yeah, you do have to pay attention. But he's walking on the docks, going over the motivations Thomas would have to be the main suspect. Like, he thinks Thomas is the guy, and he's laying everything out in internal monologue for us, right? Then he starts to feel faint. He's leaning.
Sweating.
He's definitely drugged. And then Lehman just happens to show up, throws some shit at him, and then charges him. Blacksad pulls the gun that he got off the camel earlier, shoots Lehman 3 times, but he's pushed into the water.
Which is crazy because, being a hippo, he is a house of a man. He took those 3 shots.
Huge.
Yeah.
Blacksad's always getting fucked up by an animal like 5 times his size.
Yeah. It's funny too. Like, you would have thought you would saw more of Lehman competitively trying to work the case, but he's not working the case.
He told him that he was fired. Yeah.
So like, you almost think you're not going to see him again.
But he's still working in the case.
Right.
Not in that way.
Right.
In the I'm tying up loose ends way. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So we see Blacksad sinking in 3 panels, unconscious underwater, and then he opens his eyes and he has these visions, which I think are like some of the better things. I really like the Mardi Gras party.
The Mardi Gras party's cool. I could do without the skinning of animals.
The torture page is like horrific.
It is horrific, and I don't know why it's there.
Like, animals are half skinned, people are hung from hooks, other things have like metal contraptions, like torture devices all over them.
I think what bothers me about this is these are not animal people, these are animals.
I think they're animal people.
They don't give that appearance. They look like straight animals.
Look at the eyes on that elephant. Those are people eyes.
I mean, those are very sad eyes, but that rabbit looks like a straight rabbit, and that has like the most graphic, muscular.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, lots of
unnecessary torture, and it's all in shades of red. It just looks like a meat locker.
Yeah,
it's not
bad vibes.
Yeah, bad, and it's not even a full. It's a third of the page, and it's real minimal. But like, man, I glanced over that real fast. During that page, I went, "Fuck that page."
But that happens, and then we get a shot of a little Mardi Gras party where it's the guy in red, his cape spread out, and then all your main characters that we met so far dancing in front of him, and it shows Hannah and Sebastian with a regular arm playing with the baby
son.
who's now like a toddler.
But it also shows Hannah dancing with Thomas.
Yes, so Hannah's there twice. Just a cool thing. And I just noticed in back here the Confederacy of Dunces dude is there again.
Yeah, the pig's there. The woman who kisses Sad in the crowd is there.
Yeah, that was cool stuff. It's a
lot of characters in blackface in the Mardi Gras scenes.
Yeah. It's a time thing, though.
Yeah. No.
But in this, he has a realization, and also you have this horrible contrast of the two things. You have Seb in the vision that Blacksad's having, who's happy and content holding his son.
Yeah.
And then we crack back to the real world, and it's just a bloodshot, strung out Seb having a real hard time because he's getting woken up. It's his set, and he's drunk. He's high, he's going through withdrawals, he's something, but he takes some pills to get him through. And he looks haggard in the mirror, just staring himself down before he goes out. He's having a rough time, man.
Yeah.
I feel bad for him.
I feel the worst for him.
Blacksad wakes up, he's back on the docks, and he's been saved by another cat. It's an orange tabby sailor who has a chest tattoo, which I don't know how that works.
I know. I thought the same thing.
It's the weirdest thing.
It's cool. Like, what is that tattooed onto your fur, bro? Like, what? And it's 3 cat mermaids.
Yeah.
Not that has anything to do with anything.
But, like, they allude like this is something that he's going to deal with in the future, because we've already read everything in the past. This dude hasn't shown up yet. But where is it? The cat goes, "Are you all right?" Blacksad goes, "Do cats anywhere like water? Well, you seem to have a curious tendency to get yourself into it." And he's like, "Huh? Do we know each other? It's possible, after all, we're both cats. We must have crossed paths in one of our 9 lives." And he just walks off. It's fucking mystery.
Yeah, and I don't remember anything from the previous stories that, like...
No, this dude, this is the first time this dude has shown up.
Because I immediately was like, has he been thrown in water before? Did they try to drown him before?
Yeah, I don't remember.
Yeah.
But I think he meant it's like hot water, like in trouble kind of thing. So, like, this dude's referenced like a guardian angel later on. I don't remember if it was by Weekly or someone else, but he references him as like a guardian angel. I just want to know what's up with this guy.
Yeah.
Because he just shows up, saves him, and then walks off like nothing happened.
Well, if you're going to have a guardian angel, it pays to have a jack stray cat in a tank top.
Sure.
Be your guardian angel.
Weekly's grabbing a drink, and he goes, "Whew, it's hot. Bourbon milkshake, please." And there's a water buffalo that goes, "Do I look like a milk cow to you?" You go, "No, I'll take whatever you got, please."
I did not think that was funny.
No?
I was just like, what?
That's...
Bourbon milkshake? Gross.
If you remember, that's what he was drinking the first time they met.
That's disgusting. I did not remember that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, clearly you're not a milk cow. Like, what?
No, it's, come on. You go around asking for a fancy girly drink somewhere, and they're like, no, you get beer. He meets a very nice skunk lady, and he kind of hits it off, because she knows who he is. Because she's like, oh, like the writer from the newspaper. He's like, yeah, that's me! And then he hears two monkeys talking about a rumor they heard that Seb Fletcher is turned up and is playing tonight at the Wild Note. And he grabs his hat. He's like, I have to leave! And he runs away, leaving
I was upset
the skunk
for him.
Girl.
I was very upset for him.
Yeah.
Nothing works out for this guy.
She was upset, too.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Also an attractive skunk lady.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Her name was Rose. Was it Rose? It was something like that, right?
Yep.
Poor weekly man.
For real.
So, Seb gets on stage, and he lets that truth rip. He starts with being honest about himself, letting everyone know that he's a drunk, he's a junkie.
Drinks like a fish.
Mm-hmm.
He ran out on his pregnant wife.
Mm-hmm. And he tells the crowd that this isn't his song. This is Big Bill Lenoir's song. Which, come on. Let Big Bill do it. But I guess because it comes up later where Junior Harper and Little Hand were like the successful musicians.
Right.
So they have the ability to get it out there. But we cut over to Big Bill's shack, I guess. And Lehman goes there to talk to him. And Lehman's still bleeding from 3 bullet holes in his gut.
Yeah.
And it's like, you just maybe go to the hospital, maybe?
Nope, that's what I'm saying. This man's a tank.
But Big Bill's sleeping in bed. You see him kind of pull the covers up to his eyes, his hat's on. And we learn from Lehman that Faust tried to rehire him at double the rate to clean up after him and take out some witnesses. So we learn that concretely Faust is the bad guy. It looks like that Lehman also killed Junior, and he's asking Bill about life everlasting, which is a brand new phrase for all of us. But Blacksad's in bed. They fight for a little bit.
You're an asshole, Lehman.
Yeah. But Lehman's very big, so Lehman's winning the fight, and he's going to kill Blacksad when Big Bill
strangling him.
Yeah, when Big Bill shows up and plants a pickaxe in his back, and finally that kills him. And then Blacksad asks Bill. He says, "Now tell me the story of Dupree and the Blues," because he put it together from a little note that fell off of Bill's cart or out of his pocket.
Yeah.
Now we get more jumping, but we're getting time jumps in the past, present, instead of what the super far past. So all the super far past shit's in blue now instead of going into the recent past during the day. Blacksad finds Faust burning the skull and the costume in the fireplace while he's having a drink and listening to one of his own records. Blacksad asks for the story of Seb's crew, which is the 4 crippled musicians from Caledonia. And it all gets played. We get the full story, which is played out between Faust telling it and Sebastian telling it in his talking before his song.
Yeah.
So a man named Dupree sold a flu and asthma medication in Caledonia called Life Everlasting. It ended up causing deaths, miscarriages, and birth defects. Dupree was able to escape any kind of backlash from it because he could quietly make the situation go away because he had money and he knew people in power, which is him paying off a DA or someone in government, which is a big old moose looking real happy.
Yeah.
So the people of Caledonia never really knew why it happened. Not officially, anyway. And they were too afraid to kind of come forward because they didn't know what would happen to them. Later, Dupree became a band leader and then started his own record label. He ended up getting big. He got Junior, Harper, and Sebastian on the label, and they took him over the top. And then when... Was it Joachim? How'd you say it? Joachim. He got drafted into the war. When he got back, he told Bill that he had met a survivor from Caledonia who told him about Dupree, and they made the connection that Dupree was Faust. Bill tried to get Junior and Seb to get the word out, but they were more concerned about their careers than putting it out there. So Junior ended up blackmailing Faust, but when his career failed, he ended up in jail to get him away. And then Seb just tried to escape, like, into drugs and alcohol. He didn't man up and do the thing he should have done, and it, like, the guilt ate him up from inside. Like, his conscience was getting the best of him. He didn't want to lose everything he had worked for, but he says that it was all built on the bodies of his own people. So, like I said, he turned to the heroin and the booze. Here, the last 3 panels here I want to read. How can someone eaten up by cancer treat other people's lives so cheaply, even on your deathbed? Can't you sum up a little compassion, Faust? I don't have cancer, Blacksad. I have a rare genetic disorder. The irony of fate. My blood is poisoned, rotten, like that of my father and my father's father, and probably like the blood of my son, Thomas. I've spent a fortune trying to find a cure. That's why you didn't want the life everlasting case reopened. If you were ever found guilty, the lawsuits would ruin you. Well, it seems your time's run out. So he doesn't even have cancer. He's alive from the start. He's got a blood disorder.
It'd have been funny if he got it from the life everlasting.
It would be more fitting.
Yeah.
But essentially, he doesn't want Thomas to suffer from the same disease he has, which is why he's trying to cure it. And he doesn't want him to deal with the backlash of the financial ruin that the news of life everlasting coming out would do. So he is trying to protect his son. Mostly because that is unselfish. But for selfishly, he wants Thomas to survive to carry on his lineage. Which is why he's upset that he's with Hannah. Because he's with Hannah, he might not have a kid. Or he'll have a mixed race kid.
Right.
So, which I'm curious how this works in this world. Goat dogs.
Yeah, goat dogs.
So, what at first seems unselfish ends up being very selfish. Because he's more concerned with his lineage than he is with his own son and what he wants to do. Weekly rushes into Faust's place. He says he's found Sebastian. Then we see Faust kind of like resign himself into his chair, just staring into the fire. Then we see that Thomas is happy in the room with Hannah and the newly born baby. And
that triggered me too, because Hannah's singing Summertime to the baby.
Mm-hmm.
My mom used to sing Summertime to me.
Oh.
Yeah.
Blacksad gets to the wild note, but the sun's already coming up. He runs to the bathroom, which, by the way, there's separate bathrooms. There's white and colored.
And clearly there is a milk cow sweeping the floor.
There is a milk cow sweeping the floor, correct. She'll have the bourbon milkshakes.
Yes.
He bashes in the door, and he finds Sebastian dead on the toilet, needle in hand, because he shot up the poison heroin.
Breaks my heart. Wanted him to clean himself up and be with Hannah. With that stupid goat fuck Thomas to wind up with Hannah.
It's the next day, or it's sometime in the future, right? They had the funeral for Sebastian, and the procession's walking back. Samuel's with Hannah and the new baby, and Blacksad and Thomas end up giving each other like nods.
The head nods.
Yeah. And the Blacksad tells Weekly that he gave all the money back for the case because Thomas is going to need it. And that's it. So what's your problem with Thomas?
I don't like him.
Just because he throws off a bad vibe?
Yep.
He had a shit dad. He's just trying to live his life.
Fuck him.
Why?
Because that kid's going to grow up with a white goat stepdad.
So?
That kid, he's never going to love that kid.
I would say that he is.
No, he's not.
Okay. Look, if you just catch a bad vibe of him, that's fine. I'm just saying, like, I don't think there's any reason to dislike him other than, like, he's clearly... The story paints him as, like, oh, this is the guy for, you know...
No, I thought it was his dad from the beginning.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like I said, I didn't put it together until they revealed it.
I just don't like that he's a piece of shit waiting for this girl's, like, man to die.
He's not waiting.
He was waiting.
He wasn't waiting. He was taking care of her. You think he was just popping in?
Yeah.
On random?
Mm-hmm.
I think he was probably going over there helping her along.
Yes.
Because she was still talking to Faust. That means there was a connection there somewhere.
It's like, your man dead yet? Is your man dead yet? Can I be your man? Is your man dead yet?
So you think she should have just waited around for her junkie husband to maybe never show up again?
No, I think her junkie husband should have cleaned himself up.
That's not how it works, though. You have a dude who's willing to step in and go, like, I love you. I'm going to help take care of you and your child.
Endings.
It's a Blacksad story. It's our fourth one. There's no happy ending.
Not in this universe, no.
Great
it's
book.
not Black Happy.
No, it's not Black Happy. I note the almost half of this book, maybe like a third of it, is Juanjo Guarnido's watercolor process.
Yeah, you know,
And it's like it's him showing how he does studies, him talking about how he does color theory, him walking through pieces. It's pretty interesting.
Being an artist and being interested in the process, like, that's super cool. Mm-hmm. But I will admit I was disappointed because I thought there was more story.
Sure. Yeah. You pick up this book and go, oh, this is a lot. And
Yeah.
well, not
like,
so much.
these stories are so good, you get emotionally invested in them. Like, you know, like, there's a lot to feel, and the art's so expressive that, like, you just want more.
Yeah.
Not that it doesn't deliver.
No, it's fantastic.
Yeah.
I'm going to say the same thing as it did about the other stories. Basic, very entertaining. Not basic in a bad way.
No,
very
not a
entertaining.
bad. Yeah, straightforward.
Art is beautiful.
Yeah, next level.
The action scenes are short, but they're well done. Mm-hmm. Everything tracks. The only thing that's a little slightly confusing was figuring out the time jump thing.
We got 3 stories?
Yeah, we have 3 in the first one.
Graphic novel?
This is probably the length of 2 of those stories, though.
But you know what I'm saying? Like, I got 3 stories. I feel like that first one delivered so much. Where it's like, and I saw the thickness of this book, and when I realized that only half of it was story, I was just kind of like, eh. And, you know, the watercolor story is cool, and then you get to the end, and there's like those 3 one-page stories.
Oh, I actually didn't read those.
You didn't read these?
No, because I was reading. I was reading through the thing. I didn't actually realize there were 3 one-page stories at the back.
Yeah, there's one 2-page story.
Well, we can't review those now. I have to read those.
No, yeah. Okay, I'm sorry. It's only 2.
Okay.
It's only 2.
I had no idea.
2 2-page stories. You know, they're good. Like,
Okay,
they're,
cool.
you know,
And I get to read these.
yeah.
Yeah, I read most of Guarnido's process. I was only maybe like 5 pages from being done. I didn't realize there was more story in the back.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. I wish I would have told you about that because they're real quick, easy reads. I could have read them today before.
Yeah, it's fine.
Well, you know,
If you want to read them, pick up the book.
yeah.
Find out what they say.
Which we have in stock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Along with all the rest of the Blacksad catalog.
And I'll spoil one of them. One of the stories is like cats and dogs. Mm-hmm. And he goes and he meets the commissioner, German Shepherd guy, for a drink.
Mm-hmm.
It is the only
Smirnoff, right?
Yeah, it is the only feel good.
Yeah?
It is the only feel good thing you get. I say he goes and he has a nice drink with him, and it's you know, it's pretty straightforward. It's not.
That's cool.
Yeah. Actually, they have a coffee. They go to a coffee shop.
Okay, that's more.
Yeah. But it gave me
More temperate.
it gave me Batman Commissioner Gordon vibes. How they meet on New Year's to have the you know, cup of coffee.
It's
I was
nice.
like, oh,
Yeah.
yeah, it's like, that's fucking cool, man.
Yeah, there's nothing I'm going to say about this that I didn't already say about the previous Blacksad stuff. Like, if you haven't listened to that, go listen to the first Blacksad review. So good.
Yeah, it's just a guarantee. It's a guarantee.
Yeah.
I'm already looking forward to we have 1 or 2 more.
I think there's 2 more.
There's 2 more.
Yeah.
And I don't want to
Amarillo and something else.
Yeah, I don't want to blow the load, and I'll read them right away. Like, I want to savor them and space them out because once it's over, I don't.
Well, you can do 1 per year. How about that?
Ooh, that's. That means we already did this year's.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Yeah, you got to wait now.
Ouchie.
Well, because otherwise, we'll blow out the other 2 and we'll be done with Blacksad forever.
Yeah, and that's the other thing. Like, I don't follow these guys on social media, and I didn't look into who they are and if they're actively doing stuff or
it's all for your French market though, so anything that makes it over has to be popular enough to be translated.
I just hope they're still doing stuff.
I think so. This was published in 2012. The original Blacksad stuff I think was like 2006 or 2002. I think it was 2002. So there's 2 more. So at least they're working. It's just obviously it's a slow process.
Yeah.
So
when we did our review, our year-end review of the graphic novels, was this not the top?
I think so.
Yeah, right?
I think for both of us.
Was the number 1 spot?
I believe so.
Yeah. I feel the same thus far.
Yeah, it's very, very good.
I can't imagine how groundbreaking something would have to be to dethrone this.
We'll have to see what happens.
Yeah.
I mean, this doesn't have as much of the holy shit, we missed this the whole time. You know what I mean? Like, this is doesn't have the impact it did,
right,
just because I knew what to expect this time.
Right.
Where that those first ones was I had no idea, and they were so good. And this is on par. It just doesn't have the oomph
Of a first time.
right, because because it is like I knew what I was getting into. I knew it was going to be good. It was just how was it going to be good.
Also, in part of that for me, and I said before with the first one, like I was embarrassed because I had seen this on shelves and I had looked at it and disregarded it and was just like, Detective Cat, fuck that, you know. And then like, you know, when it came down to having to read it, it was like, holy shit, like why did I just disregard this?
Right, and my end was I'm an indie guy. I try to be. I had never heard of it.
Right.
Which is embarrassing because it's like, holy, how could I not have heard of it?
Right. Right.
I think something we should try to do this year is this year. When I say this year, I mean like between anniversaries, not like calendar year.
Yeah.
Try to find more off the beaten path, maybe more like European type release stuff to get something that's out of our norm. You know, because I like indies anyway, but to try to maybe see if we can find some other stuff.
Well, you know, also like this was recommended.
Yeah.
You know, so like the chances of having an international thing recommended is I would imagine is rare. You know,
sure.
Like how much international material
makes it over here.
You know,
right. Which I think is a great segue into the closeout. If you now specifically, this isn't like a like, hey, if you're feeling like now, I'm asking legitimately. I would like to know if anyone has any like international, non like U.S. centric created properties that we are missing out on. Because obviously, if I never heard of this, there's going to be a ton of other shit that I've never heard of that's probably really high quality.
Right.
I am asking you, please, if you have any idea or any suggestions like that, send them my way. If you think it's cool, awesome, off the beaten path, something different that we're not just going to find in a comic shop.
I know Dark Horse was publishing this year, but I wonder who published it there, and maybe that would be the right...
Yeah, to track that down. I'm gonna do a little work myself to see if I can find some stuff. But yes, please, anyone listening, send something like that our way. I would love to learn about new stuff. I always like learning about new stuff, no matter what it is. And whether it's good or not, if it sounds interesting, we'll review it and see what we think about it.
There was a comic company, I think it was an Italian company called GG Studios, and
I remember that.
Yeah, they did Rogue de Masons. It was a 6-issue mini about like rival whorehouses, you know, and the mayor threatened the least profiting brothel.
Yeah, it was a competition.
It was going to get turned into a casino.
Yeah, it was Rouge de Maisons, so like the Red Road. Yeah.
But they had another one that was supposed to come out that never did. That was supposed to be about World War I female biplane.
That was Carbon Sky.
It never came out though.
There was like 2 issues in there. They killed it.
Yeah.
It was it was something like that. The Marvel tried to Soleil. Remember Soleil? Yeah, that was their like
fairy character. She's like pink or something. She's like alien.
Right, but there was like 3. There was like a space sci-fi war thing. There was Soleil, and there was something else, and there was them importing European comics into the U.S. market. I don't think it lasted very long. There's been like initiatives for that kind of stuff, so I would just like to see more. You know.
Yeah, absolutely.
So yes, please do that. That is me asking. Please give us something. You can send those to thecomiccryptcast@gmail.com along with any kind of questions, comments. You want us to read a non-European book, you can go ahead and send those, I guess. But you can follow the store on Instagram and Facebook. You're going to see all the new stuff coming in the store on there. Keep up to date on whatever we got going on, which, you know, what do we got going on?
Comics.
Always going on. Of course.
Everyone's
silly me. Oh, comics. You should go read this book and all other Blacksad.
Absolutely.
Yep.
We loading up the hearse, throw it in reverse. I come from the church of the Marvel Universe. Bodies getting stuffed in the bags like comics. The hardcore get it while the soft bitches vomit. I came to this earth on a radiated comet. Now the planet is in perilous danger because I'm on it. Fly super villain with the superpowers in me. Got the red issues and all my shit is minty. body like Ben Grimm. Suckers I be beating down. Look around and we be found chilling out in Eatontown. I be at the comic crypt stacking up the kryptonite. Doomsday and Superman every time I grip the mic. Dark Phoenix overloading, supernova, sunspot exploding. I'm the Punisher reloading. Bobby Drake when he's frozen. Storm forming ominous clouds over the ocean. Working with Professor X to master my emotion. Have you posing in the box whether you know it or not. I'll easily bag your bitch like Logan did to Scott. Mr. Sinister plots when I administer shots to clone Gene from a jeans. Then this shit'll get hot like Inferno. Burn slow, humans are ash. God loves, man kills in the days of future past. Now I'm working on a science lesson. Me and Brian Stratton, a rat in a cage who can't stop buying X-Men.